In Bedfordshire, the traffic cops
Stop. Get it on.
uncover drugs
That's all I had off. Stand up then.
in unusual places
Don't touch it too much, it's been up.
You just put them into my nursery, so I'll put them in nursery.
at unusual times.
Got kids bouncing around in the car and that's to hand.
A motorcyclist is in the wrong place,
And all I see is the driver coming through the air by the side of me.
and a drink driver's gone shopping at the wrong time.
And I understand you've got a problem with your throat. However, you can still breathe fine.
She's upset with us because we've caught her. If you get behind the wheel of a car and you've been drinking, then as far as I'm concerned, you're fair game, I'm coming after you.
It's not open for debate, my love.
There are no real excuses for causing an accident, but two of the most commonly used ones for bad driving are tiredness and running late, which is why the morning rush hour can be a treacherous time on the roads. Today in Luton, PC's Sam Sparks and Shona Gillen are up early, keeping tabs on the traffic.
Mobile 90%.
Shona spotted another cause of accidents, someone using their mobile phone.
Who's off it now? It's worth a chat with anyway.
This one here.
This one here, yeah.
Corsa.
Yeah. He had something up to his ear.
The Corsa driver's going to be given a ticket whether he was actually having a conversation with someone or not.
Now, you don't have to be making a call to be using your mobile phone. You can have it in your hand, you can be looking at something on there, then you're using your mobile phone. You don't have to be texting or calling. And that's what the public need to understand, because it's drawing their attention away from their driving. So then you're driving without due care and attention, and you're not going to be in proper control of your vehicle.
Any idea where I might have stopped you? No? Where's your phone? Yeah?
The man's doing the school run.
Yeah?
Can you just put them into my nursery, so I'll put them in nursery and then you can do
No,
it?
2 minutes. We'll deal with you now. Been any cannabis this morning?
No, not this morning.
When was the last time you had some?
Yesterday, day before.
So I can smell some.
Sam's got a keen nose for trouble.
My colleague's going to go through your car because I've got a very strong smell of cannabis coming from you. All right. Now's a good time to tell me if there is anything in there.
There is a joint in my bag.
There is there? Just the one? So, Shona, joint in his bag. Where's your bag? If he was possibly using cannabis prior to driving or whilst driving, he could have been under the influence of drugs while driving his motor vehicle, which is a serious offence.
Sit down, girls.
2 minutes and they'll be fine. That's hardly booster seating, is it?
No, because it's just, that's it. That's all I've got.
Yeah? Cool. There was a spliff in the bag, a joint of cannabis, which in itself isn't a lot, but bearing in mind that bag was on a back seat with his 2 young children.
Sam's going to have the car searched in case there's any more.
We will get another unit here because I can smell it, and you've given me that small bit of cannabis there.
The driver's going to be searched as well, but they need male help for that.
But it's 2 females, and we'd stopped a male. We're not able to physically search him, so we needed a divisional unit to come along and to carry out the search for us.
Savage.
SAVAGE. And what's your first name?
Leon.
Got a middle name, Leon?
Nah.
Date of birth?
Do you know what? Let me give my real name instead of messing about. And just, my name's James McCann. Do you know what? I've not got my insurance on this car.
Okay, good answer. What's your name, James?
James McCann, yeah.
James. Come and take a seat back in my car. We'll get your kids sorted.
No insurance means the car's going to be seized under Section 165 of the Road Traffic Act, or Operation Camphor as they call it.
All right, and we'll get your kids sorted now. All right?
The driver's going to be quizzed about it and the phone. In the meantime, Shona's got some babysitting to do.
Sweetheart, can you just lean in, and if you want to look out the window, look out that one, because all the cars are going past. I don't want you getting hurt. See the police car behind? He's in that car there. The kids were absolutely lovely. They're typical 1 and 4-year-olds. They just wanted their daddy, but once you start talking to them about cartoons and kids programmes, they'll interact with you because you're speaking to them and they understand what you're talking about. I will sing Up to Daisy.
She'll be fine.
It's more oops-a-daisy than upsy-daisy for the girl's dad.
James, do you have a driving licence?
Provisional.
I think you realised that was all going to go horribly wrong, didn't you?
I did. Right.
Don't worry about it, sort it, mate. Like I say, thanks for honesty.
Yep.
You could have gone down that horrible route of getting yourself arrested. Sign there for me and I'll tell you exactly what's going on. Once you've gone down the line of lying to us by giving us false details, you commit the offence perverting the course of justice, which is a serious imprisonable offence. Why are you driving without a licence or insurance?
Why? Because I had to get the kids to nursery like an idiot.
Are you displaying any L plates?
No. Look, man, look at my hands up the window, the pair of... Look,
they will be fine. They'll be fine. She'll stop them, honestly. She'll stop them. He was stopped initially using his mobile phones, which he'll get 3 points and a £60 fine. And he was reported for the offence of driving otherwise in accordance with the licence, because he was a provisional licence holder, and no insurance, and without displaying L plates.
I'll ring you back in a bit, Anne, because I'm in the police car. She's in the car, she's alright. She's alright, I can see her, she's cool. She's with the plane on the back seat, she's alright. Alright, I'll ring you back in a minute, babe.
As well as driving illegally and being on his phone, the man's breaking the law by not having proper car seats for his children.
So if he were to have an accident with no insurance, and it was quite a nasty accident, he'd be losing both his children as well.
While Sam and Shona may have sniffed out a motorist violating traffic laws with a spliff, there's a specialist squad in Bedfordshire whose job it is to track down the more serious drugs and drug dealers, the ANPR Intercept Squad.
ANPR is the automatic number plate recognition, new age technology in fighting crime. The technology reads number plates, gives us a heads up in relation to any intelligence on individuals or the vehicles being used.
PC Martin Lent and the team have got some intelligence about a dealer in a Ford Mondeo who's been spotted in Bedford town centre.
Tim, do you want me to go in front of it?
The team do their hunting in a pack. They've got 3 Intercept cars out today.
One in front, one to the side. We're going to go in front of it. To the side, we're going now. Stop, stop, stop.
The suspected drug dealer's been caught by surprise. He's got no idea what's going on.
We tend to find that by stopping the vehicle as quick as we can, almost pounce on it, gives the occupants very limited opportunity to discard anything. Right, what's your name? You got anything on you? Right. Right, if you say you haven't and I find something, I'm going to throw the book at you.
In your mouth. Or spit it out. Spit it out.
You're under arrest, my friend.
Chris, search.
He's under arrest now.
Yeah,
Got it.
Any more in there?
No, of course not. Open up for me. Open up.
Open
up.
Open.
Put your head back. Yes, you have. Get it out.
Out now.
Not now.
Spit it out.
I ain't got nothing. You swallowed it.
I haven't. That's all I had.
Stand up then.
I swear.
Okay.
That's my personal use, officer, man.
Really? What did you put in your mouth?
What you hit me for? You know me from all.
Right, have you got him?
Dealers take a big risk carrying drugs in their mouths. Necking several wraps of heroin to avoid being caught can have serious consequences.
Come with me, mate.
I just got a lift off him from another side.
Yeah, fine. Unfortunately, by association. You've patted him down.
The passenger in the car is being arrested as well, even though he's claiming he's completely innocent.
Please, mate.
Well, you got to come back to the Nick to be searched. If there's nothing on the search, then you'll be released, mate, straight away. I, over the years, have become a little bit of a cynic, and I would like to err on the side of caution. I always bring people in for the purpose of a drug search, because I have the grounds to believe that he has got drugs on him.
He was just giving me a lift home, but he went stopped in. He went to Victoria Road, yeah, see somebody. Then he drove me back, and he was just going home. He had to do a couple of things, so I went with him like a fool. What's going to happen, mate?
Well, you'll be booked into custody. You'll be strip searched, and then, depending on what happens from there, you're going to be interviewed. We can only do a preliminary search at the roadside, because anything further than that we have to respect their dignity, and we have to kind of take them in and search them in private.
While Martin takes his prisoner somewhere private for a thorough search, helpers arrive for Sam and Shona to search the driver they've stopped.
Colleagues that have just turned up in the Panda, they're going to deal with you for that small amount of cannabis that you've got. Have you got any previous for drugs?
I have, yeah.
How long ago?
2 years, maybe.
Okay. But because he'd got a previous conviction for a cannabis possession, he had to be arrested and taken to the police station. You can't have two cautions. Advice for his children in the back, ticket for the phone, campered his vehicle.
And that's not the end of
I
it.
need this for him.
The officers searched the car. In the front passenger door pocket was a small deal bag of amphetamines.
Oh man! Let me phone someone to come and get my picture.
Yeah.
The man, who was only pulled over because he was on his mobile phone, is now in even more trouble.
And then you've got kids bouncing around in the car, and that's to hand. Makes you angry, doesn't it?
The children were the crux of this story. He had drugs in easy reach of a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. He'd not even taken the care to put them in the boot, out of their reach. The kids are quite happy, as you can see at the moment. He's made a phone call to mum and a friend that's hopefully going to come and get them. They want to go to nursery, but I'm not happy for him to walk up to nursery because one of us are going to have to walk up. It's not fair to the children here or at the nursery seeing him turn up with the police.
Driving and phoning has turned out to be very costly for the man. He's losing his brand new car, and until he can sort out his insurance, he won't be able to get it back.
Thank you for being good.
I'll bring him a telly machine.
Come on, James, let's get you sorted. As a parent myself, it's horrifying to know that people are prepared to put their children in danger like that.
In Bedford, the other driver caught in his car with drugs has been brought into the police station.
Authorise your detention. First thing, because obviously we stop checked the vehicle, I'm happy about the stop check, and the officer's saying that you produced from your mouth a quantity of what you stated to be heroin. Officers are saying that the same vehicle earlier on today was allegedly dealing in drugs. There's a suspicion that these drugs were in your possession with the intention to supply. That's to be established, obviously, in interview.
Before that, the man's going to get a full body search, which can be authorised when looking for Class A drugs such as heroin or crack cocaine.
Once that authorisation has been granted, there's 2 officers of the same sex take this person into the cell, and then we do a systematic search.
They've come up empty-handed.
Everything that he had was probably in his mouth at the time.
The man's passenger's going to get the same treatment. It's not the best job in the world, but somebody has to do it.
And the most unpleasant part of it is checking the genitalia. We don't touch them at all. We have a quick look, they turn around, they squat just a little bit to make sure that there's nothing that's obvious that can be concealed either in the crack of the backside.
This time they've come up trumps. His bottom's got crack in it.
They found 10 wraps of Class A up his backside.
I don't touch it too much, it's been up his bum. Just going to put it in a bag.
Another of the unpleasant jobs in the life of a traffic cop is dealing with bad accidents. Although for Sergeant Chris Smith, it has got a little easier over the years.
Been in now, 22 years, so there's not an awful lot that phases you from that point of view after that length of service. But yeah, occasionally one does.
This evening, a reporter's come in of a crash involving a car and a motorcyclist outside a garage in Dunstable.
We don't know the injuries yet, apart from the fact he's got some sort of leg injury, which is considered to be quite serious.
When we got there, the scene was fairly contained.
The casualty, who was riding the bike, is already in the ambulance ready to go to the local A&E.
Yeah? What's the state of injuries?
Don't know at the moment.
We called out collision investigation purely because initially I was told that there could be pelvic injuries, and of course we had to take that as being serious.
Let's get some cones first. I want this bit shut off. We don't know the extent of his injuries. I want the garage shut off as well just now. We'll get Bob come down and do his bits and pieces, I think, until we've got an update from the hospital.
Bob, the crash detective, only comes out to the most serious accidents, those in which people die or might suffer life-changing injuries. To help him when he gets here, the road has got to be closed.
You have to protect as much as you possibly can to give them the best chance of gaining the best evidence in case of any court appearance later on.
A young lad who was on a bicycle witnessed what happened.
And where does he come from?
Behind me. Coming from that direction.
So he's come up the height.
That's going that way. It was pretty much stopped though, because it was just coming to petrol station.
What did he try and do? Come up the inside of the Corsa?
Man, he tried to come out the inside of the road.
The young girl driver of the Corsa has been badly shaken up, but she doesn't have any injuries.
Her parents had come down to make sure she was all right, and the Corsa was parked up in the garage forecourt.
Green Corsa, which is situated over there, was indicating to come into the garage. I rode past that car, and then the bike. Oh, I didn't see it, but I heard the bike behind me, and then it smashed, and all I see is the driver coming through the air by the side of me. Yeah, and that's why I was shaking. So it's not that good, but mind my language, but I shit myself.
The rider had come off the bike and basically been thrown through the air and landed on the carriageway. Is that your bike, is it? And that wasn't involved at all?
No, that's what I was on. Why did?
OK, well, you pick your bike up and take it in there, out of the way, and don't touch anything, yeah?
Yeah, that's cool, man.
All the signs point to the car driver being at fault for failing to see the oncoming bike. But all might not be as first appears.
Initially, it was my view that the Corsa would have been at fault, but obviously as sort of more witnesses came to light and they were talking about the motorcyclist's manner of his riding, it became apparent that perhaps isn't all that meets the eye.
Bob, the crash investigator, has arrived. It's his job to determine the exact sequence of events and put a finger on who might be to blame.
We were a little bit limited there as well because we had lost a little bit of sort of forensics, if you like, where the debris had been put because of traffic running over it. Doesn't tally, does it?
No. You've got debris starting from here going that direction, which is, OK, that's fine. If the bikes, you've got two different directions, haven't you?
It's not the easiest of investigations.
The roads were very, very wet. And of course, as the roads are wet, you're not left with the marks on the roads, which you are sometimes, which, paint a fantastic picture on occasions.
But another theory about what happened is emerging.
From speaking to the witnesses and the driver of the Corsa, she had a passenger as well. They were saying as they were pulling into the petrol station, they couldn't see the bike. They believe he didn't have his lights on.
The Corsa's turning right in, and the bike's coming this way.
Well, that would make a bit more sense then, wouldn't it?
So if she's turned right, he's gone over the top, which is why he's in the middle of the road.
Yep.
But it's turning in, the bike's coming down towards us from this direction, and obviously he's made contact with the near side. Rider's gone over the top now, which would fit with the rider landing and finishing where he does.
The garage's forecourt CCTV tallies with Bob's conclusion that the car did turn into the path of the oncoming bike. But she isn't going to be prosecuted.
In the eyes of the law, really, she would be at fault. She would be liable for that collision because she's pulled in front of the path of the motorcyclist. However, she's got serious mitigation on the fact that the motorcyclist allegedly didn't have any lights on.
News from the hospital is that the rider needs to be operated on for a hip injury, but isn't on the danger list. All that remains to be done is clear up the scene. But just as the Corsa is being pulled onto the recovery truck, another woman driver has pulled onto the forecourt.
She took probably about 5 or 6 attempts to get into a parking bay, which was on the far side of the garage. And to say it was the worst bit of parking I've ever seen is an understatement.
The cops think the woman might have been drinking. If she has, she's picked precisely the wrong place and the wrong time to come and do her shopping.
There was a marked traffic car there, a marked collision investigation police van on there, a marked specials police van on there, and a Panda car. Looks like she's possibly collided with a few things. And we went in and found her in the wine aisle. So we invited her back out of the premises. We didn't want to breathalyse her inside the garage. She was absolutely stinking of drink.
We're just going to give you a breath test, all right? Nice deep breath and just blow into this till I tell you to stop. OK, nice deep breath.
Blow harder, blow harder, blow hard. No, you're going to have to blow a lot harder.
There's a problem.
You've got laryngitis, yeah. Should we try it again?
I've got laryngitis, I can't talk. Doesn't stop you blowing, though. OK, listen, OK. I've seen you drive, all right? I've seen you drive, and due to the manner of you walking across there and the fact that I can smell alcohol in your breath, gives us ground to request a breath specimen, OK? If you fail or refuse, it is an offence for which you will be arrested. My colleagues have given you plenty of opportunities. We'll give you one more opportunity. If you fail to provide then, you will be arrested and you'll go to the police station, OK? So, nice deep breath, blow into the box until we tell you to stop, and then hopefully you'll be under, and go and get your shopping and get yourself off home. All right?
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Let's do this first. Deep breath. Yeah. Okay, I understand you're trying, and I understand you've got a problem with your throat. However, you can still breathe fine, so there's no reason why you can't blow. Most of my career I've been on traffic, and so I've dealt with an awful lot of drink drivers. You know when somebody's trying it on. You knew she was trying it on.
Sorry. Please.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to have to go to the police station and get a blood sample then, if you can't blow. Okay.
I think...
Just come take a seat in the back of the car, mate.
She failed to provide on the roadside, so she was arrested.
All of a sudden, she's no longer lost for words.
Get in the car.
Don't push me around. I'm married to a policeman for 28 years.
Fantastic.
Don't do that.
No, you get in the car. Put cuffs on.
I'll get stuffed.
It's not open for debate, my love, OK?
What?
We can do it the easy way, or we can do it the hard way, all right? Let's do it the easy way.
She went from quite a vulnerable, lone female on her own to being quite a vocal, abusive female.
You're so arrogant. All right, I'm pissed off at the moment, that's all.
Donna, your voice has got better.
Oh, how wonderful. Would you want me to sing to you like Catherine Jenkins?
Her voice did come back on the car journey. When I pointed that out to her, she went back to having this bad dose of laryngitis.
Oh, shut up. You're such a tosser. Oh, you're so rude.
She's upset with us because we've caught her. If you get behind the wheel of a car and you've been drinking, then, as far as I'm concerned, you're fair game. I'm coming after you.
20 miles north, outside a Chinese in Bedford, PC Tanvir Hussain has got his eyes on another dodgy parked car.
Driver, quick word, mate, please. Quick word about your wing mirror. Come off.
The offside wing mirror was sort of hanging off, so I thought I'd just have a little chat as it's come out of the pub car park.
Tanvir suspects he's had a drink.
Anyway, is it your car registered in your name?
It's my girlfriend's.
Your girlfriend's? Are you allowed to drive it?
Well, basically, she rang up the, the insurance company. Like, innit, if you want it, you can ring my girlfriend now. And then
It's not his car, but it's okay. He's got connections too.
Listen, you know my uncle, yeah? Listen, you know my uncle PC, yeah?
Is that your uncle?
Honestly, listen, mate,
Serious?
honestly.
He's not lost for words, but with alcohol on his breath, he's taking a risk.
The more he talked, the more I began to smell it.
All right, I'll tell you the truth, mate. Listen, yeah? I'm not insured to drive the car, yeah? But my girlfriend's gone out. I literally just picked my brethren up. We're going to get the drinking.
How much have you had to drink?
Honestly, I've had one brandy and coke.
Okay.
On my mum's grave.
Fair enough. Okay. I'm just going to quickly breathalyse you, my friend. What's your name? I don't know your name. I'm talking to you.
Isaac Johns, man.
Isaac. If that was me sat in the back of the car, I wouldn't mention my uncle. That's for sure. He's not going to be happy.
I don't even know how to explain it, man.
So you're driving around with no insurance, yeah? Having consumed alcohol.
No,
It's not a good mix, is it, to be honest, my friend?
Mate, I know, man. Please, I was just going to my his house.
No insurance means Tanvir's going to have the car seized.
Is there a unit who could just join me just literally for
Please,
1
mate.
minute, please? So I'm in Peel Place off Tavistock Street.
Why
I just
are
need
you
him to
doing
do me
that?
a very quick favour. Just park a vehicle up near to me, please. Yeah, I need you to blow as hard as you can into the machine. Have you got the keys to the car first?
No, look.
Where are the keys?
Huh?
Where are the keys?
Matey's got them.
Well, I need the keys to the car. Come on.
All right, come with me then. Matey's got them.
Okay.
His matey has disappeared with the keys, he says. He's banking on Tanvir leaving the car locked up at the side of the road.
Get a good seal and blow. Lot harder, lot harder, lot harder, lot harder.
Honestly, I've got no more than that. That's all good.
I was expecting him to blow just over the roadside legal limit, but no, he came back under, surprisingly. There's that silver car there. I just need it parked somewhere here, but his mate has got the key.
Would you want me to bring it and put it round the back here?
Just literally behind me or in front of me, anywhere. Ring your mate, because I need the keys to the car.
You know what?
Yeah.
I like you. You're a nice copper. I'm not going to lie. You're
Thank you very
actually a
much.
nice copper. And
I'm here to help you. I'm not here to hinder you. But what you got to understand.
Question.
Yeah.
Will I get arrested?
No.
Knowing he's not going to be arrested, Isaac is coming clean about the whereabouts of the car keys.
Look here. Can I take the house keys off it, please?
You can take the house keys, yeah.
Look, and I'll give you this car bit.
Be straight with me, be honest with me, and I'll look after you.
Honest.
It's nice for them to tell you at the start. It makes my job easier, but hey, another 5 minutes, I'll find out anyway.
It was my bad. It was all me.
It's a game, really. I think he was looking for an easy way out for me to let him off and give him a little slap on the hand, but I don't think that was going to happen.
Because he's told the truth, finally, Tanvir's offering Isaac a lift home. Or perhaps it's because he knows his uncle. Isaac's girlfriend's not going to be pleased, though. She'll have to go to the police pound to get her car back. If you blow over the limit at the roadside, or don't blow at all, you're taken into the police station for another go, on a different machine, called an intoxilyzer. It's the final chance for the woman with laryngitis.
Now, I appreciate that you got a sore throat. However, okay, you still... Listen.
Mark isn't holding his breath.
Nice deep breath. Blow till I tell you to stop. Harder, 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 harder. Stop. No.
Is that okay?
No, it's not, no. Okay, that could be construed by the courts as a refusal, which means you're going to lose your licence for a year.
I don't want to.
I understand that, okay, but you're not even blowing.
You know, you wanted to sort of shake her and say, you know, quite clearly you can provide a sample, but you're doing this to mess us around.
Harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep... Stop. Well done, you've done it. Well done. Just sit down, relax. The legal limit is 35 micrograms of alcohol and 100 millilitres of breath. She was well over. You've blown 124 and 123.
What's that?
That's probably about, what's that, about 4 times over the drink drive limit.
Well, can I go home now?
No. To get those readings, it was cracking.
Oh, how lovely. Just in here.
The woman can't be charged with drink driving until she's sober. She's got a long night in a cell ahead of her.
If you need us, press that button, alright? Do you want a blanket? Lock it up, I'll get you a couple of blankets, alright?
It was a costly trip to the garage for the woman. She was found guilty of drink driving and had her licence taken away for 2.5 years and given 12 months probation. The girl driving a Corsa, who earlier turned into the same garage straight in front of a motorcyclist, was cleared of any offence after it was confirmed he had no lights on. The man who was caught with drugs in his car while taking his kids to school was convicted of possession of Class B drugs and fined £150. He was also found guilty of having no insurance and given 6 penalty points. The man who thought it was a good idea to hide drugs in his cheeks was found guilty of dealing Class A drugs and given a 6-month community order. And the man who thought it was a good idea to hide drugs between his cheeks was also found guilty of dealing Class A drugs and was sent to prison for 4 weeks.